going on, guys? Welcome back to another Noob review video. My name's Craig, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. Paul. Say rubber baby buggy bumper, Paul.
Rugby bigger bone, Paul. that went nothing as a plan, but...
Today's episode, we're reviewing one of the all-time classics, Destruction Derby.
Yeah, and what a brilliant game it was. 95, wasn't it? It came out, 21 years old.
In October, I do believe, yeah. This is going back some time, isn't
it?
It
is.
Fair play to it. This is on the PlayStation 1 console, I think.
Yeah, it was on the PlayStation 1.
Look at the realism in those graphics. You can't get better than that.
No, you couldn't. And when I got the footage for this video, I had no idea what the freaking controls were, as you can clearly see here.
Yeah, I remember when we were editing the video, some of your actions were questionable.
Questionable? I was pressing every button on the bloody door.
It's because you haven't got an analog stick, that's why.
Yeah.
Was it X to go or something as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Jesus
That's
Christ.
how old we're going back with this one.
This
You
is
couldn't use the analog sticks.
It's definitely a throwback. I don't think this is as good as Destruction Derby 2. Personally, I prefer the second one.
Yeah, the first one was the base model. The second one, obviously, in the ball, had the big dip in the middle, didn't it? And you went flying into each other.
I loved that game. I spent hours on these games, though. They were so much fun because you could literally just go on and smash up your car.
It was one of the first of its, like, one of them leaps forward in gaming, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, there was another one, Demolition Racer or something like that, that was very, very similar concept to this game, but no, this was the original, and it started the kind of smash 'em up car series, and it was really good at the time, you know.
Yeah, the amount of, like, damage you can get to your car, you know what I mean, was kind of revolutionary for, you know, console-based game.
Yeah, for a basic game, you still had to think about what you were going to do, in a sense, because as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a symbol of a car with some green points going around it, and that's your damage points, and as you take more damage, they change colour, and if they go, is it black?
Yeah, black, and you're done for.
If you go black, you're done for, yeah. So you have got to think, if I've got to eliminate all these other cars, I'm going to have to hit them with a different area of my car,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to have to slide into them, reverse into them.
Yeah.
And I'd say this game was revolutionary, because other racing games of, like, this era, you could just ram into walls at, like, 90 billion miles an hour, and your car would just be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, graphics got realistic, but gameplay kind of took the kind of
cartoony
route. Yeah, it did. But this was quite fun to play. You know, it was realistic in the sense that if you crashed your car got damaged. That was the whole point of this game.
Yeah, destruction.
That
was
exactly,
it.
Exactly.
Clues in the title there.
Clues in the title, yeah. But there is also, like, you can do races on it and stuff, can't you? And you can eliminate your opponents in races.
Oh, yeah. The racing was meant to be you just race around the track and be nice. It never turned out, though. You just ram the hell out of them.
No, where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
We've got Need for Speed to review for that sort of stuff. This is Destruction Derby. This is destruction at its, well, I wouldn't say finest. But it's
for the time, it was the finest.
The pixelation destruction. But yeah, so this is on the PS1, 1995, and I like I say, spent a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
Because, it was fun for a few hours.
It was one of them games after school. You go, you know, if it was raining out and you couldn't be asked to go outside, you just jumped on it, smashed around, and you just had fun.
It was a fun game. As you can see, all the cars are smoking, so they didn't exactly just make it this crappy little arcade game. They did put a little bit of thought into it, but it's definitely a throwback to a time when graphics and gameplay were a lot more simple. The aim of this game is to smash up your car and smash up everyone else. And in other games, you'd have objectives to do in certain things. If this was remade now, I guarantee you that you'd have to do certain objectives.
Oh yeah, hit a certain amount of cars in a certain way.
Yeah,
ram certain ones off.
So before all that nonsense was brought in, you just had the good old smash 'em up.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
You
didn't have to think. All you had to do was just drive. Just drive.
The only thing you had to think of is who you want to hit next.
Yeah.
And
avoid
the wall.
Well, I like the wall. The wall was safe.
What? Safe wall?
Safe walls. That's why I kept on hitting them.
Fair enough. The walls.
At least I hit something.
Yeah. But yeah. Following this one was the Destruction Derby 2. Is it Derby or Derby? It's spelled Derby, but is it just how you pronounce it? Is it American Destruction Derby, and then it's Destruction Derby?
Yeah, English say Derby.
British. I'm Welsh, Paul.
Well,
just say British, please.
British then.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's not a great deal we can say about this game because it's what you see is what you get. It's just a smash 'em up in cars.
Yeah, there's limited tracks.
You get
Obviously,
to pick a few cars.
Yeah.
Out of a few
Well,
cars.
three. You had your three basic cards. You had your beginner class, which this one is. You had your intermediate one, which is a black one, and then you had your expert one. Obviously, the difficulty went up and up as you went. In expert mode, you just got slaughtered if you had no idea what you were doing.
Yeah. This is a bit of the racing, though, isn't it? This is
Yeah.
As you fond the wall again there, but as you can see, you're just smashing into other people again, aren't you?
Yeah, I
Because
am. To be fair, for someone who's so used to using the analog stick to drive with, using the D-pad is freaking hard because the analog stick, you just tap it if you wanted to go down a slight corner and hammer it if you want to go down a tight corner. This one, it's just literally your steering is on full lock or off. There's no in between.
It's that thing, isn't it, where you've come so far with technology that it's hard to transition back to the
Yeah.
basics because you rely so much on your analog sticks and your R2s or your
Yeah.
whatever they are on the Xbox.
Yeah,
to
this one
go.
was X and like left and right. That is it.
Yeah, and
I didn't even know what the brake was. I never figured it out.
it was probably square or some crap like that. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the transition back into a basic gameplay like this, it can be tough because, as I say, you don't realise how far you've come in technology and how much you rely on modern technology to get yourself through a game. Because I can guarantee if you put the PlayStation 1 aspect onto the likes of GTA, if you had to use your D-pad and X to go on GTA,
Yeah. Oh
it'd
god.
be quite tough to control, wouldn't it? If all of a sudden it just changed, you know, instead of just like how it came out. If it just changed that way one
Yeah.
day, you'd be like, Jesus Christ!
Christ,
I
what
can't
the hell?
control
It's like going
anything."
back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
But I'd say I played a little bit of this with my nephew. He's 7 years old, and he loved this. He just loved smashing into it.
Well,
everything.
Yeah, I mean, we were about that age, or maybe just a little bit older when this came out anyway.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of age where you want to be playing it because that's where you'll have the most fun. I mean, anyone younger than that won't really
Yeah,
understand what to do in the game. They'll probably play it, but badly.
badly, like I am
A bit
here.
like you
yeah.
are now, yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm up to 8th.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm late 20s, you're early 30s.
Yeah.
We still love this game.
Oh, yeah, it is. It was loads of fun getting the footage for this. Obviously, me and my little nephew were there, and he was just ramming around. He was loving it.
Yeah, but I mean, if we were to review it now, obviously in terms of graphics, gameplay,
Oh, the
all
shocking.
that sort of stuff, we'd give it a really low
Oh,
score.
yeah.
But I think because it's a retro game and we're going to go reviewing it on the time period,
It was brilliant.
it was definitely a
Yeah.
game. It was definitely up there with the best of,
Yeah.
of its.
If we were
era.
back in the 90s, it'll be a 7 out of 10. Here
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
I agree. Yeah.
here in the late 2000s, you're looking at, you know what I mean, maybe a 1. Because it's uncontrollable for what we're used to
Yeah.
now, literally.
Yeah.
I have to use the walls to go around an oval track because the car just didn't steer.
Yeah. But yeah, I reckon this is a strong 7, 8 out of 10 back in the day.
Back in the day.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and let us know in the comment section what game you want to see us review in the future.
And as it says, race over.